Right, exactly. His illusions as well as anything that they go for a Shadow Demon pairing now too. You're covered
Right.
there as well. I absolutely love playing Lion versus like Naga Siren or any of these mass illusion creators because you gain so much bonus gold. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And it really helps you get your Blink Dagger and your second item online in a much faster time thanks to that.
Very nice.
Pro-
Lots to come.
Yeah, we're probably
Go
looking
ahead,
for like
sorry.
a greedier Lil hero here on the 5, assuming that it's going to be Zayats on that 4 on the Shadow Demon once again. But at the same time, if you pick your 5 here now, then it is going to mostly give up the fact that it is a young G Lina. You might be okay with that. You might not be too worried about keeping things mysterious because at the same time, that's going to keep both of your side lane cores under wraps moving into the next pick for Na'Vi. But
Ooh.
instead, they go right for the Mars and an
Dude.
instant puck retaliation pick.
Dude, these teams
Do
don't
you like
care.
that puck?
Yeah, it's interesting to me, right? Because like the puck now, they're saying that we're gonna find playing that into the Lina. I will say that Lina, I think it was Young G that was owning with it yesterday against the puck as well. But now you've got like potentially a Phoenix that you could take with HellRaisers, and then you swap that Lina over to 2. Definitely wouldn't mind that one.
Yeah, no Phoenix out. The Phoenix has been banned,
Oh,
so
yeah.
we won't be seeing that.
A
Nice.
Phoenix-esque
No
hero,
eggs.
you meant? Yes, of course.
Yes, well, those other heroes of an egg.
Yes.
That's the one.
What do you think is the most Phoenix-esque hero?
I guess big AoE team fight from your 4. It's pretty hard. Phoenix is a very special hero with the massive sustain and the pairing with the Mars. You could say the Willow if you wanted a really aggressive 4, but they will go for the tried and true classic of Shadow Demon Luna, likely knowing that if they don't pick it up here, it's going to get banned.
Right. No Terrorblade, though, as we thought, which is unusual. We've not seen a lot of Terrorblade so qualifiers. Is it just not a Eastern European pick?
It definitely has its favorite players, right? Who, despite through the patches, they kind of keep playing it, even if it's not considered a top level hero, and you'll still see teams ban it. Kind of like a lesser degree of Arc Warden, I would say. Like people are more willing to jump on the Terrorblade train when it looks a little bit broken. So I'm still a bit surprised, but Luna, at this point, the puck, the Lion. Even the axe, I'm sure they kind of felt like the Terrorblade was maybe just a bit squishy. Like there's a lot of chain CC. It might be unlikely that you get off that Sunder, whereas Luna now can just try and rely on the saves from the Shadow Demon as well as a potential like Satanic, maybe some Sange build later on to try and get through these fights.
So as we move into these final picks, it's worth remembering that we currently have AS Monaco Gambit versus Fantastic 5 on the other stream, the B stream standing for best stream. And soon we'll be starting South America on BS2 and BS4, which doesn't stand for anything. Those are just numbers, which will be starting up very soon. South America has already been a pretty spicy region. And I think this has been a relatively spicy region as well here in North America. So if you can't handle your spice, please close your eyes now as we move into these final ban from Na'Vi. As HellRaisers are worried about getting brooded, which I would be worried with this lineup.
Yeah, that's no fun.
I think just in general it sucks. And you have a plan coming into this, and like you don't want to disrupt your own plan because something else comes in that changes it at the last second. Like honestly, I think that they have like okay heroes to deal with brood, but to me, what that says is like HellRaisers is really confident in these 4 core picks that they've got, and then like they just want to keep everything on an even keel going into it. And I'm curious if Na'Vi feel sort of the same way because their draft it looks a little like higgledy-piggledy all over the place. You know what I mean? Like you've kind of got like some solid team fight spells, definitely, but the lanes to me look kind of weird. We'll see how it goes. I mean, Puck's just OP kind of, so it's probably fine.
Yeah, and Puck and Axe are both a little bit odd in their new builds, thanks to like shards and shards for the Axe, and then like this Witchblade and like talents for the Puck that give you this AoE attack from the phase shift. So they end up being these like secondary physical damage dealers, or at least like maybe sustained damage is the better way to put it, where they can actually, outside of their spells, they have something else to offer now that they didn't used to. So you're not like super reliant on a giant heavy carry to like pull this thing back together. But it's already 2 heroes that like to also be a bit greedier than like just the simple Blink Dagger. I'm very curious how Na'Vi want to finish this one off. It might depend a lot on this final hero here from HellRaisers to like the tempo they feel like they can play.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
There we go, a techies.
Wow. All right. So I assume that Zayat's playing that in Lil on the Shadow Demon, but
Yeah.
I mean, we know that Lil, I'm sure he's fully capable as well, but Zayat's is definitely more known for the techies picks.
Could
Dude,
it be, and please don't crucify me, a mid techies? And
No.
I think it's pretty unlikely. I if anybody but Zayats takes this, I'm pissed. The Naga was actually what I thought they were going to go beforehand. It's even better now against the techies. But Zayats is like the guy that has sort of played this and sort of revitalized it. And getting it here at the end, I was not expecting that, but that's pretty hype. Against Naga, though, that might be a little bit rough. We'll see how it goes. I like the rest of HellRaisers draft except for the techies. I think I'm picking them.
The Naga's just too good, though. Like, I think it looked good before, as you said. It's like you're trying to find this hero that can kind of stack up versus the Luna and complements really well with the axe and the puck. And yeah, I think this is really nice. I think it's like one of the best carries. Whenever I see a techies, I always pick Naga. If I'm playing like 5-4, or for heaven forbid someone makes me play carry, I'm just taking Naga Siren. Makes your life a lot easier dealing with the mines. Also because there's no more Necronomicon anymore, so a lot of these additional tools for other roles have been removed to try and deal with techies. It can be an extremely frustrating experience, but they have really good vision from the Ancient Apparition, the puck, and the illusions to try and find these little mine camps that Zayats will be placing all around.
Well, lots to look forward to then. With our first techies pick of the qualifiers, will HellRaisers blast off into space, or will they fail against our first Naga pick of the qualifiers and sink to the bottom of the sea? I'll hand over to Lyrical and Trent for this game.
God, that was beautiful and poetic. I feel like it's going to be hard for us to keep up with that level of wordplay. That was gorgeous.
That's what he does while we cast the game. He just starts like writing down. He's like, all right, I got to put a blurb for every hero. Perfect. Yeah.
Nice.
It's a good strategy.
I like it.
We have a techies.
Doing that. We do. I am like, I'm a little bit flabbergasted that's what they went for, because the rest of this draft just looked like so stock and standard and perfect for everything that you would want. And now they just like, throw a little wrench in the midst of all of it. What do you think?
This is setting the tone for your best of three. That's what I think. That's the play here. It's just like this is what we're willing to do. They're coming into this feeling a little bit like the underdogs. And Zayats, of course, as you said, he's very well known for having this hero. He basically, I think it's the only reason he started playing Train Protector so much too in pro matches, is that he basically plays the two heroes exactly the same. He wanders around in the tree lines, he cuts the back of the waves and everything, and he just waits for you to come to his side of the map and try and blow you up.
That's pretty awesome. I will say that I think there's elements of this draft also that just look good in general. And one of the things that always stands out to me about techies is like, if you play this hero as like an additional part of a push, right? You start moving into an area and taking it over with like Shadow Demon Luna, and then you just make it so that they can never fight into you. Really annoying to play against.
Well, for now, it looks like they're going to hold their own ground here. I do not blame anyone for not trying to mess with this. So, I've done some techies research in my day, especially when XinQ was starting to try and make a big push on the hero. And so I'll give you guys my techies rundown here, okay? The key to the good techies players is they try and abuse Blast Off on the first two range creeps. So the idea is that you want to secure the range creep in the lane while also hitting as many heroes as possible. And then he'll go and hide in the trees, and he'll do it again. So that's basically how techies wins the lane and then just helps out their laner a ton. It's just by like taking down all of your regen and securing range creep. So yeah, Zayats, they always sit exactly there. Oh, look, I got the range creep, guys.
Nice.
Oh, now I'm going to go hide in the trees. I'll see you in 30 seconds.
So
pretty much what they do.
Well, and the interesting thing here, too, is you can see that NaVi had a different idea of what they were worried about. They blocked out, as we saw, the small camp over there by mid, and then also the hard camp over to the other side. And, maybe we're going to see Zayats go back there and try and stack them up at some point. But
100%.
At least for right now, trying to, put some of that economic damage in onto this hero.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's exactly what the techie player wants to do. That's how XinQ abused it for LGD, is that they would do this strategy where then he'd go back, stack the camps, and they actually gave him the entire jungle. Like, the mid laner didn't even get the jungle when they did this strat. It was basically all given to the techies to rush the Aghanim Scepter so then he could help control an entire lane. So That really hurts. That's excellent. Like I guess like future planning coming out here from the side of NaVi to block those out.
All right. Well, and we'll see if those stay for the extended period of time. Zayats might be running back there in a little bit here. And if he does, we're going to know that, there's some lost value there. He already has 1 sentry to try and go for a D ward. But right now, at least, he's just playing around this lane with Rezo, goes on in, takes the creep, gets the spear. The right click's coming through to Seneko. And first blood, is it going to be drawn? Can they quite get the kill? One more punch. Dude,
Oh,
he's
nice.
so little. Dang. Oh. 44 damage, even with the triple fairy fire. Garbage.
It's a hard one to fix, that is for sure. Oh, Snako wants that gold. Nice. Man, that was an excellent blast off, too, hitting both of them. That was like max radius. All right, I guess there's 2 other lanes in this game, but this is like every techie's cast. It's so hard to try and look anywhere else.
Right. There's always action.
I know. Top going a little bit even there, but mostly just good news for Ramses, I would say, right? You don't want to die in like the first 2 waves or something, because as an axe we all know about like the spinning and the illusions and everything. Yeah, that also works for Shadow Demon. So
right,
there's some concerns there depending on how things get placed out in the middle of creep waves that you have to worry about. Oh, there goes Zayats. Thanks for the range creep.
Gets the deny too. Easy peasy. I like it. If you're going to do it, that's the way to do it. Mid lane, we haven't talked about that much, but so far, Young G and No One going very even. Did see a couple of LSAs hit onto that puck in the early goings before he had the phase shift up, but likely it's going to be harder to get him connecting now.
Yeah, last hits and net worth pretty much identical at this point. So, of course, No One should have the easier time rotating, especially before any initial items are picked up, because he's a puck. So, if you ever see any sort of aggression coming out from HellRaisers, maybe they dive a little bit too deep after going for a blast off playing the bottom lane, especially with the arena. There might be time for him to make a rotation, but other than that, he might be a bit quiet here on the puck.
Fair enough.
Well, though, that's their first blood.
Well played. Ramses manages to find the kill, and immediately his former teammates give him the tip as they were still able to get the kill onto Roger. But keep in mind, everybody, there is some history that exists here between Lil and 3 of these players.
Every single
Roger
player
also
in the
replaced
region.
them. Yeah, that's true too. It's fair.
He's got players in other regions that have history,
Unbelievable. Rams is going to get chased back a little bit here with Lil and Kuman getting the pressure on. So see a couple trades. It's back towards mid, trying to find themselves a quick and easy kill into No One, trying to dodge away, but Young G gets the finish. Not bad.
That all started with aggression onto Young G that Zayats turned around with the blast off. That is not something that you typically see from Techies players. In fact, part of that was because he was actually busy trying to deward his camps. Typically he'd be playing super greedy, but he had to just sort of hang out mid for a second because he had nothing else to do. So their own smart play led to the death of No One.
Sometimes that's how it happens. And I think that now, looking at the next couple of minutes here, Techies is already taking over this area, as we will see a V-Tune Spear get caught out there. And Zayat goes for the blast off. Good chunk of damage. God, it's got to be annoying. Like, dying to mines is rough, but in lane, just getting blast off on over and over again is top. Chase for the kill. Again, they take down Lil.
Roger, just do not attack the illusions. Everything will be fine.
Just walk away.
Yep. Let them tap you. Don't let them spin on you. But yeah, they grab him again. So both kills and for Ramses, and both deaths onto Lil as we start this one.
All right. Oh, nice ward there. Onto the low ground from Zayats, moving over towards mid again. If they hit an LSA, could be a pretty nice combo. And in fact, just wait for the phase shift. Thinks about going. And silence, Laguna Blade, easy kill. Yo, baiting out that phase shift. Well played.
Yeah, that was really good. And the HellRaisers lines out. Yeah, prepping up the team bundle there. Well done. Try and get a little bit of coin heading your way.
Dang.
Man, not on board. He just throws at LGD lines all the time.
I mean, that's just such a great line. Nothing to say. I can't do it very well.
He was just a little bit too... Oh, Seneko. Oh, some spicy mines up here. Why are you aggroing that camp?
Oh, Zayats, careful there, buddy. Is he going to try and go for the kill? Can he predict? Does he know where he's at? Seneko. He's walking out of there, and maybe going to get a
how
career
did this
kill?
happen?
I don't know. He wanted to go and contest.
Like
he wanted to
record
see what's...
scratch. You're probably wondering what I'm doing here, dying under the tier 3 tower at 6.5 minutes.
Well done. Can you do voiceovers? Oh, top lane. Cool, man. Getting gone on a little bit there by Roger and Ramses. Doesn't have anything else to spin on at the moment. So this might be enough to get Kuman out of there. But no regen for the moment. Does have a salve that can be transferred over from Lil, so I'll keep him farming.
The life of supports. How is it that we nerfed the handing out tangos so much that it turned into us just buying themselves?
I mean, we always should have been doing it from the beginning, if we're honest. Oh.
This Frog's a carry player. That's all I know. Somehow it always comes back to, you know, helping them out the most.
True. Speaking of which...
Yeah, being helped out here, huh? By Zayas. That's a lot of stacks.
Gets the last couple hits on the big creeps as well. And Zayats now can drop down some mines if he feels so inclined here towards mid. Ooh, the illusion bait with Young G sends one of them on back towards mid and going to try and set up for a kill here on the Snako. Unfortunately, V-Tune has already left the lane, so this one's a little bit tougher, but it looks like they might be onto him.
Oh, yeah. And it's indeed some pretty sneaky stuff, though. Rezo just kind of looking at his arena. He's like, you come out? Yeah, oh, yeah, you're dead.
Arena drop down. There's everything thrown out. Get themselves an easy kill. Rezo's the one that actually takes it there. But going for the bots next on Young G. Very, very cool.
And, yeah, V-Tune essentially playing Terrorblade and instead alongside the AA. Oh, Zayat's probably dead here. Yeah, not able to get off any sort of a suicide play.
That's down bottom, keeping that pressure on. And 3 to 7 in the early going. Less than 1,000 gold separating these two teams as we're going to get our first pause. And looking towards taking the tier 1 tower bottom with the full trade-off. Do you feel like either of these teams is a little bit happier with the way that the game's been going? Is it still sort of like everything's working fine?
I would say probably NaVi feels fairly good. Like it is really hard to hold your tier 1 tower versus a techies like this. So you have the Nagasai and you're not that concerned about holding onto it. I think the key factor is going to be the split pushing that's going to have to come out this game from no one. I feel like he has a job where he's going to have to take like the more dangerous lane because Nagasai tends to stay like pretty safe around the triangle with the main hero, and then you can only like push the closer lanes that easily with your illusion. So someone winds up in the dead lane. And overall, the control is not amazing for catching a puck out, right? Because you don't have guaranteed kills out of the disruption necessarily.
Yeah,
unless the Mars is there, I guess.
Right. Yeah, that's one way you can make it work. But like, I mean, at least to me nowadays, it feels like anything except for Lion is like really hard to make it work against Puck or Shadow Shaman. Like you just need that instant hex. It feels like. Yeah,
they're just so frustratingly elusive at this point.
Back towards mid.
Coming right in here. Yeah, he's got a little stack in that tree line there with a stasis trap.
All right, well, maybe something can happen if they bring in a couple more. They also have Roger on the other side as Young G comes out. Does reveal himself for a moment there, but Zayat spots Snako. LSA going to connect. Right clicks coming through. Laguna Blade out and going to be able to find that finish. Now, can Ramses come to turn this element around at all? He does. Take down Zayat. So 1 for 1.
A bit of an interesting strat there is trying to get a secondary kill there onto Lil with ease, but Zayat's just getting some vision, I guess, scouting, huh? By walking in there, it did help secure the first kill, but there we go. Got the Vanguard. This is easy.
Dude, you mine up one of those like ways up onto the jungle. You don't expect them to come from mid. So Ramses just walks where there aren't mines and takes this whole triple stack.
Is he going to die on the way out? That's the question.
That's a good point. I mean, at this point, I don't think you care. Like, this is the Luna's farm. This is what Kuman was hoping for. This is a retirement account. Damn, dude. That's rough.
I think he'll be okay even, actually. Oh, yeah, he's going to be fine. Piece of cake. Oh, now that goes off. Like, God, someone's here. Oh, it's...
He just TP's out. Oh my god.
That's like when Donkey Kong goes to check his bananas at the start of Donkey Kong Country, you know? And he just shakes his head and a little sad music plays.
That's a proper approximation of Axe, I feel like. Donkey Kong's a good combo for that.
That could be the next Persona.
Ooh, I like that idea. Well, I was watching back our casts this morning and I listened to the line where I was you said you thought that the patch was going to come out on Friday. And I was like, well, you know, I think it should come out today. I felt very proud of myself there for a moment. So I just wanted to bring that up right now.
Fair
Trent.
point. Yes, well done. Shout out to Valve for not putting in a balance patch. That I appreciate. The qualifiers have started. Let's go. But you know, in between regions, I'm into it. Just saying.
No, true enough. Big smoke up. Gets jumped. There's the call. Going to be able to find the catch, and Resolution drops also on the backside of this one, catching Zayats with the coil. Not bad at all. He's going to try and walk up the high ground. Mines will do a nice chunk of damage to Ramses. Is this enough to make the fight work? It is. They take down him. Now the banish. They have anything else left in the tank? Great silence there. Stops the stun onto Roger, but I think he's still going to be in some trouble here as the right clicks come through, and they manage to make something out of nothing. Don't chase techies. Doesn't end well.
Yeah, fair point. Once you don't get that initial grab, perhaps on the call, it might have been best just to stick with your free kill onto Rezo, but they're still feeling pretty good. Vtoon is just farming up that whole time. The Luna was forced to rotate to help secure those kills. And 3 of the top 4 net worths in this game are Radiant heroes right now, with the Luna lagging pretty far behind, a solid 900 behind the puck, hanging out with Rezo on the chart.
Yeah, and I mean, you sort of transfer that net worth from the Axe onto Luna and you get the difference, which is pretty telling of where they're at. I mean, it's definitely not the end of the world, but I think you had mentioned that this hero, while it does farm well, you kind of want to be ahead at this point.
Yeah, that would be quite good. Yeah, I think that this is just an amazing start for the puck and the axe because, again, you can go greedier on these heroes, but you don't necessarily have to, right? I think they need to decide between Ramses and no one who's going to be farming a little bit less as the game goes forward, and it's probably going to be Ramses, right? He has Blink and Vanguard. He can finish out his boots and stuff and slowly work towards items, but he should be going for kills right now while they need to get a little bit more gold onto no one because he needs an item after Blink Dagger as well to be a little bit more effective at this like split push and initiation that they're going to want from him. It might get wrapped on here.
Looking for it.
They got the big call.
They find the big target, and Luna will go down. Silence out afterwards. Zayats get another missile. Can they kill off Ramses? Even if they do, does it end up mattering? Losing that Luna hurts so much. And Seneko able to get the TP out. Meanwhile, Roger, he's going to be under fire and ends up falling, but they got what they came for. Luna dropping again.
Yeah, and again. What is Vtoon up to? 0-0-0, 142 last hits. Oh yeah, that's a Naga Siren player right there.
Right.
Under vision as well, Obs and Sentry up in that dire jungle for HellRaisers. Doesn't even matter. They're controlling the pillar right now from the Radiant too, so they actually seize this rotation from the Shadow Demon and the Lina, and they don't have any D-wards with them.
Yeah.
That ward is going to get like a full life up on that pillar. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
like, no wonder it's been so easy for Vtoon, right?
Yeah. He can do whatever he wants, spots all that movement there. I mean, that's one of those ones that's weird in pro games. Like, you check it in, you know, lower skill games because it's like the obvious place to ward. But, I mean, sort of one of those passive ones where it's not about getting the kill. It's about keeping your carry safe. Really nice.
I wonder who even placed it. Oh, Roger did earlier, apparently.
Okay. Very nicely done. Well, so far, 2,000 gold lead. Not the end of the world for HellRaisers, but definitely not going entirely how they want it to go. This Puck Veil build, I feel like we were going to talk about it a second ago, but kind of interesting with all the magic damage that they've got.
Yeah, I think I'm not entirely sure why no one wanted it this time. I mean, it's pretty good, but compared to like the Witchblade into other items, it just feels like a little bit more team synergistic for sure. So nothing wrong with that. It does. That was the old Kyle strategy. He always loved the idea of like doubling up on amplification. So like I'm buying a Veil while we also have Ancient Apparition, right? So their magic damage is completely absurd at the moment.
Yeah. Well, and I guess also when you have Mars, like you kind of want initiation items, so it's unlikely they're going to be getting something like a pipe anytime soon. Nice catch there onto Young G. Oh, disruption though. Lil keeps him alive. Seneko ends up falling. Ramses, he gets the call. Taunt there. He's on the outside of the arena though. Great placement by Resolution. Keeps that Lina alive as Vtoon wants to chase. Gets off the big song. It's on to 3. Can they get the call afterwards? Trying to move into position. They're still walking into mines. Can they get this call into the kill? No! Scepter gets there for for the lift up, but is there anything else afterwards to follow? Resolution trying to buy a little bit of extra space. Round 2 comes in from no one. Stun, long duration, and the Eclipse from Coolman. The turnaround from HellRaisers is pretty as can be. Damn, dude. I was hyped.
Again, chasing against the techies. You know, you pick this this Naga Siren, I feel like, for a good reason versus techies, that you're not supposed to have to overextend and chase. Oh.
Ooh.
No, he's good.
All right. Oh my god, it did almost pass over. It was just probably level 1 anyways. Yeah, it would have had to actually
Graze
hit.
wouldn't do it.
Right. Damn. That like, the song into Call always feels like it should be awesome, and then there's like a stun or Yules or something, and then you just look kind of silly. It's funny.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Double damage.
Well, let's see now, as we are 10 to 12 in terms of the scoreline. 1,000 gold separating these two teams right now. And, well, the jump in, silence comes out. Resolution barely living here. Does he actually survive through this? No, he's not going to. So Zayat ends up finding 1 kill there onto the puck, though. And now Ramses getting chased down. Laguna Blade comes out. The turn, LSA right-clicks. Another round of spells all thrown out onto NaVi, and they get blown up again.
Oh, NaVi, this game was feeling so good. Now things looking a little bit rougher. They need to just like relax a little bit, but unfortunately you've given gold to Aluna at like the worst possible time of the game. You know, Kuman was so far behind, and you were starting to invade in those spaces. You're doing such a good job of controlling the top part of the jungle, and now all of a sudden they've taken your mid tower, and that's pretty much all Luna's now. You know, with the ward coverage they have, and when the techie starts to plant these mines in these areas. Ooh. What do you do now as NaVi? I guess you smoke up, but they've also spent a lot of their smokes lately too.
Right. Yeah, it feels pretty uncomfortable. I mean, in a way, can't you kind of just chill and like let VTune farm up and eventually take over this game? It feels like maybe they're just worried about the eventual strength of like all these heroes in combo together. I don't know.
I think they were supposed to chill before by like playing a slightly more defensive style, and then they went a little bit too aggressive a couple of times, and now they've lost the if they play defensive now, I feel like they are on the like losing economy side. So they need to make a couple moves to actually regain some map control, and then they can sort of relax a little bit. We're just battling over a potential top. Oh, that pre-Yules.
Again, they catch him, and Axe just drops. Yo, inside of their brains. Yeah, wards, always good. Oh, Coil afterwards, but they're going to pop the ulti. Finger used now onto Resolution. Still living through it, although the net and then the disruption to keep him alive. Might be able to get out of there, actually. So HellRaisers keeping their buddies alive, finding kills themselves. I mean, this team's looking pretty good, Trent.
Yep, things are going their way at this point. I was worried about Zayat too, because he was the bottom of the chart for a while, but now because they've actually gotten over the river, he's getting a little bit more space here, starting to plant some traps in deeper territory, and is at least one component towards the Aghanim Scepter. So yeah, that's where Techies really hurts, because if you guys don't play Techies, for some reason his Aghanim Scepter upgrades all of his spells, except for Blast Off, I guess.
Right.
So sorry, but yeah, it's something else.
Now, Trent, I feel like there is some deity out there in the world, because NaVi got themselves a Philosopher's Stone and HellRaisers did not. And I feel like that's the punishment you should get for playing Techies, right? Like, this is a Techies versus Naga game. That Philosopher's Stone's going to get some value.
That is true, but they also picked Naga Siren, so I'm not, you know.
Okay.
She used to be the demon of anyone watching a Dota game. I mean, she was the most hated hero when I first started watching Dota. I remember Naga get picked, and literally it was just resident sleepers the entire chat, and it was great because not only she put them to sleep in the game, but she put you to sleep as well as a spectator.
True. Ooh, wait a minute. Over to the other side, find themselves Resolution, putting to sleep for a moment Ramses again as the net is going to come out. That's a good chunk of damage there, but their mind's up on the high ground. LSA comes in afterwards. Ooh, almost got the kill there onto no one. Used Laguna Blade instead of VTune. Tries to go for it. No, the silence messed up a little bit. Disruption, they're just trying to keep him under control so she can't sing. 3 times in a row they interrupt the song. Sick stuff from HellRaisers.
Very well done. Even if they like missed the styles because of the, I think if they had have let her get off the song and like if you didn't go for that Yules, I'm pretty sure that she might have just gotten away there. So that was actually a good play by Young G, I think. Even though it looked a little bit spicy for a second, they had enough follow up. Just so many heroes there to ensure that she's not going to get that off.
And I guess that again, this sort of speaks to this idea of this team playing together really, really well, and trying to consistently play together as a squad. It feels like there's like an area that they set up in with Zayats, and then it's just like you can't walk in there as Navi. Like you try and take these fights going up a high ground, and Zayats is always there with mines.
Yeah, and that just comes back to the overextensions in terms of like the punishments that are there once you cede territory once to a lineup like this with the techies. And we've already talked about how good HellRaisers were in their previous series with keeping vision with their wards across the entire map. That's now being amplified even further by having the techies here in this lineup. Like you can see the wards down bottom. They are fully committed to taking this tier 2 tower, and it's not even taking a lot of effort. It's basically just Manta illusions and Shadow Demon illusions of the Luna running at this tower and conquering it. It's just going to go down for free with the catapult wave here too, so they're going to now lose their outpost as well.
Right.
They're in a bad way.
I like what Navi is doing at the very least, like okay, we're just going to give up this side of the jungle, and now they're going to try and take control of this area, which I think is what you have to do at this point, and like use these V-Tune illusions to cut the waves back towards mid and all that good stuff. But then the question is, if HellRaisers can force you out of that area, then where do you go? You're really screwed. There's nowhere else to go. The map's just closed out. And it looks like that's what they're going to try and do.
Yeah, head on in, and if you lose one fight, though, this area is just gone, They're so good at de-warding, because both teams have a high ground vision hero with a Shadow Demon and AA. Is Ramsey's a little bit slow there. Could have got Yules, but not quite caught in time.
And the D-wards, as you said, immediately coming out. Will this ward survive a second round? They replaced this one up on the high ground. Dude, they're not de-warding it. They're like, there was no way they'd ward there.
I think he was just out of sentries. Yeah, there's one coming. They'll get him eventually. But it doesn't mean they know they're here for this fight.
Dude.
Ramsey's
coming out again.
He got hit by that poison. Oh, that call could have been scary. That was close.
Oh, really? Oh, he's trying to go for the turnaround. I didn't realize.
Yeah, Ramsey's was there and ready, and then he just got tapped by that poison and couldn't get the save.
God. And so it begins again. Freaking Zayats in the area. Although, they find the puck now. Thinking about going. The call comes out. A blast afterwards. Going to connect. KB in reaction. Oh, the Aeon Disc from no one. Came together, and now they're going to kill off Resolution. Big silence afterwards. Takes down the axe. Can they get anything else afterwards? Disruption. Ulti coming now from Coolman. V-Tune goes for the song that gets him away. But Zayats, he kills no one. Oh my god, they get the gem off of it. Oh, that's devastating. No. Poor Navi.
And into the Roche pit they go. This was such a concern, too, for them, right? Like, you don't really want to go in the pit versus AA, Naga Siren, Axe, Puck. And they have so many good AoE spells to potentially punish if things are even. Oh, no, not again. Oh, Rogers is trying to run through the trees, man. Leave him alone. Look at these little traps he's got in here.
Yeah, there's so many.
He
Dude.
even has the sneaky ones in Roach, too, right? Where if you walk in the okay, dude, come on. Oh, they're tilted.
Yeah, they are. Oh my god. This is what we were talking about, though, right? Like, if they get pushed out of that top area, they have to walk into the mines. There's nowhere else for them to go.
I mean, he even had the sentry. He placed the sentry on the high ground, so I'm not even sure, like, how he died. I guess the cast range. Nah, yeah, he was just too close.
Yeah.
He didn't max range cast it and use his Ice Vortex.
Snakeo's done. He just wants to go into game 2 and ban techies first. Like, legitimately.
That's when you brood first phase them because you're up a game anyway and you're just trying to keep the mental game in your way,
Yes. I mean, look, if I'm a team right now watching these qualifiers, I'm banning Zayats techies, like, maybe even first phase. Like, it's okay to lose, but you don't want to lose like this if it happens like this. I mean, so far, I think Navi still can come back into this one, but it's a frustrating game to have to play.
All right, well, there are some mines in the area. Oh, no, Ramses. I thought he was going to lurk and wait, but he gets found out first.
No BKB yet as the chase down continues. He gets the SD ulti. Silence afterwards. Come in, and they turn this at all with the A ulti. Not going to happen. Damn, dude.
Yeah, they just don't have the mobility to get there in time. They are close to a heart on VTune, but it feels like it might just be a bit too little too late. It will help sustain through a lot of this like initial magic damage, but remember, we do have Soul Catcher in the game, so trying to just like purely tank up can be punished pretty hard by a Shadow Demon.
Right.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
It's painful. I mean, that's the other part of this that's really awesome, because you know that they're going to want to tank up, and then of course Soul Catcher's super good against that. As the slow and steady illusion push is going to come from Coolman in combination with the lovely Lil. And there are some heroes nearby. Roger's got that Blink Dagger ready to jump at a moment's notice. No one also is like creep cutting up on the bottom side of the map over there. He's just waiting.
He knew this was his game plan now. There's not much else he can do.
Right.
Now, mind you, Young G is also on the hunt here, so surprised he's even sticking for this wave. But yeah, no one just gets it free. Now you play the game of, do I want to stay or do I want to go? He is walking perfectly through vision.
Right.
So, or through the fog, rather. They don't actually know that he's now moved over to the other side of the map, so very well played there.
Ramses gets found out by Resolution. He's got friends in tow as the silence will come out from Zayats, and they will get the finish here. Nicely played.
He warded that. There's no mines there. Okay, well, the entire enemy team is there, so not quite as good, unfortunately.
Tower is under attack.
It's so interesting. Like, it actually looks pretty good, the way that they play this. Because I think it's not just that you need a techies player, you need a team that understands how to play around it.
Yeah,
and
you need
that's
to,
what they're
like,
showing off.
Yeah, you have to understand how to maximize the benefits that you get, and I think you're right that they clearly have some team concepts and ideas around it. And unfortunately, it seems like Na'Vi, like, they had such good ideas at the start with blocking the camps, but I feel like they just they felt like, I mean, they were pretty far ahead, but unfortunately, we all know that about techies games. It doesn't really matter how far ahead you are. You can always sort of turf your lead if you blow it.
Right. If he blows it.
One misstep. Yeah,
Radiant's middle
true.
tower is under attack.
But we do have the beginnings of the Naga Siren firing squad of just pushing out these lanes constantly. They've got a puck here as well, who is caught. Has the Aeon disc ready to go. And, oh, the disrupt, or the ulti.
See ya.
Damn, dude. Trying to chase him. Can they get him? God, phase shift is still so ridiculously good. Even with the freaking purge, as the silence comes out, now he's gonna kill Snake. Oh no! Oh man!
Just
I don't
walking
know.
around with the gem as the techies too. I thought this thing was like kryptonite to techies players. I thought they never wanted to touch it. They just want to throw it in the base and try and make their teammates forget it even exists.
Yeah, I mean, he's like blasting off with the gem. He just doesn't care. He's like, fine, do it to me. See what happens. And they go for the D-ward. Get it with the gem.
D-warding with mines. This is something else right now. Oh,
And they
that's
found
right.
themselves another. They got
It's
Ramses
BKB
again.
though.
I mean, he's dead again. Over and over. Do they get his courier? Yes, they do. That's the BKB. Oh man. Blood pressure is spiking. That's how it feels right now.
Roger has just been in the trees every time I look at him. His bottom lane. Oh, they actually did get the catch. Do they have the damage?
No one. Trying to get out of here. Hits the stun. I mean, he had blink. Oh, he might not have, but nonetheless, ends up finding themselves another kill. I mean, this is just what you have to do at this point, unfortunately. Oh, have they finally found him? Oh, Seneko. They don't get the silence off. Weird situation here. Seneco's gonna die. The rest of his team is up here on the top side as Roger almost goes down. V-Tune's over there too. Very weird series of events happening.
They got a trade. They were killing Lil at the same time, so something there as V-Tune goes back to his heat map of this game. Spent the first half up there, and looks like as they
Damn.
Well, now they know there's no ward up there.
True.
Young G's like, I should ward up there because now that we missed a kill, we should just throw one up there now.
Exactly.
Radiant's top tower.
Well,
Zayat's not going to run over there and do it, it looks like.
that is the tier 2 tower taken top now as well. Mid, the only one that's still remaining, as they're probably going to wait for next Roche on the side of HellRaisers to try and close this game out. Enchanted Quiver is kind of nice, but I'm curious to see what the play is for NaVi, because it feels like they basically only have this triangle, and honestly, they don't even really have the triangle. There's mines all over this place.
Well, Nagasarian can still be the blender. You know, if you get one decent call from Ramses, there is a chance the Nagasarian can just get in there, because the vast amount of damage you can get from Riptide is pretty ridiculous. And remember, that is going to be amplified by the AA and potentially the Veil as well if they're in the area. So if you can catch them before the BKBs, these heroes will just melt.
Okay.
But of course, that's much easier said than done when you have a couple of different saves available for HellRaisers.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. And I guess maybe finding that Shadow Demon early could be another route to have some success. And they were able to find him a little while ago. As, again, they find no one. Tries to get out of there. Aeon disc down, blink away afterwards, still getting in range. Yule's Scepter comboed together with that Demonic Purge, and he tries to get out of there.
Look at this
Can
shard,
no one
man.
escape? Oh, they're going to get him? Ramses almost goes down. They find Zayats. He's in trouble. That's the gem. Zayats falls. They get the gem back. Oh my god, they kill Sneko again. Now trying to bring down V2. Can they get him? Lil creating some illusions of the Nagasar now with the ulti. The stun isn't enough. They pop BKB even, get the finish. So they lose the techies, but get the Naga. No buyback for poor old V2. Unbelievable.
Yeah, run this one down, I think, until you see a Naga Siren buyback. Just keep your spacing for the potential plays of the Axe, but, I mean, even if you got a massive call, I don't think it's going to be enough. Just don't want to really risk anything with potential buybacks.
Oh, good play here by no one to cut the wave. And they don't have another wave afterwards.
Oh, they got to rush this one down then.
Yeah.
And that's massive if he's able to grab that.
Can you get bottom
Unfortunately,
two?
oh, no, not a full rack, too. Oh, they're going to get it.
Oh, man. Call. BKB afterwards. I am not. No, it's not, Trent.
No.
And now the BKB afterwards. They're able to catch the Luna illusions. Are doing
Bracker.
so much damage.
Oh my god!
Oh, no. Holy moly.
Oh,
Poor Roger.
no mercy. Man, he's having a rough game. He has not been able to find the plays in this one.
Wow. That was all even before second Roche, too. I don't know. This game is wild. I feel like Resolution's been doing a really good job on this Mars. He's been having a freaking great game.
Yeah, he really has. I think some of his earlier plays looked a bit tense since they were a bit behind. I feel like Mars can be rough in those situations because essentially you're just arena at that point. But as they started to outscale a little bit in the gold, it became much easier. And yeah, his arenas have been perfect though. Arenas to stop the puck from just like phase blinking unless the angle's perfect. Arenas to block off people like during the calls and stuff too.
Yeah.
Very solid stuff.
As another disruption here, going to keep Zayats alive. Luna there. Right clicks coming in. They get the stun now onto V2. Silence afterwards. Dead again. They will kill techies, but it comes at a cost. As HellRaisers continue to just stream forward. They find Ramses. Can they break his blink again? It has off cooldown again in a second. Two fights going on simultaneously as the Yules comes out to lift up Resolution. No one's able to get out of there. And it looks like Ramses will escape as well. So ends up being a 1-for-1 trade, but that's a better trade to get the Naga.
Yeah, it's just so easy for them to bring down that Naga Siren. I mean, you look at the damage that she took. She only took 3,300 damage. She's got like 4,200 health. It's just getting cut down by this Soul Catcher.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really difficult to deal with. Needs some type of a dispel or just straight up BKB.
I thought they nerfed illusion damage to tower. It doesn't look like it here.
No. Well, I mean, she's just pretty farmed, right? Ooh, no one. Gets the quick pick off on a Lil. Can he get out of here afterwards, though? He's in a little bit of trouble. I think they can run him down. That's a finish. In the meantime, Ramses heads on out there. Was able to pick up something from the side shop, it looked like, or just wanted to get back home. But they're taking racks now. Who does?
Oh, for the fun items here. All right. I haven't got to see this one in a while. The old Phalanx coming out here.
Okay. That's pretty exciting. Easy way to try and siege some towers there for sure.
Oh, there's just a gem sitting here. Cool, Ramsey says. Thank you.
Yeah, it's the one left over from Techies. As Rezo will, you know, summon his phalanx, and they're going in and getting ready to take this Roche. It's going to respawn in a second. And they're going to be able to walk in and take it if they want. Could be a little bit scary, I guess, with Naga still alive.
Dire's bottom tower
Hey, Cloak of Flames. That's not bad. Oh, waits on the call for a second.
Yeah, Rezo gets the BKB off afterwards. And Ramsey's going to have to spider... Oh! Gets out. All right, all right.
Some potential plays happening here. Maybe we got something. Maybe not though, but maybe.
I mean, they have to get this Roche, right? If you're Navi.
I guess, but Zeiss is just sitting here. How many mines is that?
Dude, I actually don't know. It's there's
I'm
a
trying to
lot
count
of
the
mines.
antennas. It's like 10 at least.
This is actually really scary. I mean, I'm also just looking at all the
that's
mines in the river.
Right? If you walk in there, you don't see those mines because they're in that stupid torch spot.
Yes.
You have to walk right on top of them.
They also don't have... Do they still have that gem? Where's the gem at?
Oh yeah, that's true. If they have the gem and they like orb over it, that's their best chance, right? Or they
Yeah,
like, throw
puck.
down a vortex.
They're sending in these... Oh, no! Why did you want... You have illusions!
Dude, you knew it.
What are you
Knew
doing?
it.
What? What?
Honestly, he probably sent in some illusions and missed it the first couple times too.
Oh no! Well, now they get the buyback. Yule's Scepter lift up. They want to take this fight. Ramses just gets meat grinded away. A good AA blast, but I don't know if there's anything left in the tank at this point. They jump in. Good Dagon gets the kill onto Young G. All right, a chance, a hope, a dream. No one trying to get out of there. They find anything else afterwards. More damage coming out from Vtune as they take down another. Both Zayats and Young G out of this fight for the foreseeable future. Vtune walking back in again. How many mines are here? I don't think it's enough to kill him this time.
No,
So
I don't think so.
The buyback, the ultimate answer.
Okay, that was a dumb amount of mines, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe there was a sign on it, and we just didn't notice it. Is that possible? There might be a sign. There is a sign in that mess now.
Right. I don't know. I thought that
I
the
don't think
sign
there was
wasn't there before.
Yeah, I don't think it was, but it might have been.
But to be honest, even like if you see the sign, then you know
That's
it's
true.
still a problem.
Yeah.
As well, tier 4 towers are being hit right now. They've lost all the buildings in their base, and they're going to send back these illusions now. God, yeah. Now they ping the area. They see that the signs are there. Yule's Scepter again finds themselves a catch. Can they get the kill onto no one? Looking for it. The silence comes afterwards. Still long duration on this puck in the midst of the song, and manages to get the jump out of there, just barely.
I love the benefits of the shard on Zayats when he's like dealing with the song.
Oh, call, save.
Those been so good
Ramses.
this game.
BKB, he's dead. Ramses dropping down lower and lower. The Phalanx, they get the kill. But you didn't have anything else afterwards to deal with Vtune. Looks like Vtune doesn't feel comfy walking in there himself.
All right, well, it's the Techies who is out of lives here. No buyback, so a minute and a half, but they don't have to worry about it. Unfortunately, they are going to have to worry about their bottom lane while this Roche is still being contested. Not very easy for them all to get here, and I think this one's just going to go for free. Finally, Luna will get shard.
Is there. Vtune's running in. They don't have Song for another 25, and Young G is going to get the Aegis. They claim that one. Aghanim Shard for Luna. And Navi were just not quick enough getting back where they needed to be. Too tough.
Man, reduces the mana cost by 50. That's one of the nicer parts about that shard, too. Everything about it's so good, but 70 mana for the Lucent Beam is great.
Yeah, that's awesome. It is still a Naga Siren game, but at this point, with the Shadow Demon Illusion spam, and now even seeing like the Naga Siren Illusion spam, it's looking kind of tough. They have to wait for their carry to get back alive, though.
They need
30
like tier
seconds till
5
Techies.
items to have it. I'm delaying this for 20 minutes. I just need some dumb items to have a hope in this game, I think.
Chase down, no one.
Oh, let's go.
All right.
That was sick.
Hey, on disc. Oh, he's dead. No one's dead. Surely he's dead. Can't live through this. I'm sure. Okay, yeah, he's dead. I actually wanted him to live right there, Trent.
Yeah, you did your best caster curse.
All right. So
Naga Siren having to buy BKB. That is sad. That's how you know it's not a good game.
yeah, I mean, but there isn't really another option for sure.
No.
Like,
Unfortunately, like, you might just die before you press it.
Sending in those illusions now. Good reaction there with the Lion being able to have his shard working at this point. So that's going to solve some of those problems, but I don't know if it's going to solve this. Stun comes out afterwards. Good amount of burst. A-Blast afterwards. Coolman gets the BKB off for the turnaround. Break used onto Naga. BKB still slowed down, and V-Tune just, it does not really have a great answer. It does get brought down to only half HP. So the salve up afterwards, looking okay for the moment. Just trying to kill these Naga illusions.
Yeah, Rel has looked absolutely incredible this game on the Shadow Demon. Like, every single time he's getting the saves off versus the Axe, he's just utilizing the positioning too. For a lot of this game, he was pretty low in the net worth chart as well, but only recently now upgrading to the Aghanim Scepter.
Right.
And we know that they can flex it between the 5 and the 4 too. So having this nice early pick in the draft, someone who has this Dispel, when we all know how powerful the Aeon Disc has been lately, just a lot of the parts of this toolkit, aside from not having a direct stun, just benefit your team a lot, even when you don't know what the enemy heroes are going to be.
Right. Well, and as we've seen time and again with this like Luna SD thing, it's like you can actually get into those later items like you're talking about this Aghanim Scepter because you get farm from just creating illusions and pushing out waves with it. So it's a pretty nice way to make things work. But
what do you think about Seneko here? You know, you said that someone was looking out for NaVi, right? By giving him this Philosopher's Stone. He said, I know what I'm going to use this Philosopher's Stone to do. I'm going to farm a Midas.
I mean, it's bold, right? I don't know. It's probably fine. Like, at this point, you're only going to win this game. What time did he buy that? It's like a 40-minute Midas.
Just bought it, yeah.
That's great.
I bet AA probably has the latest Midases, right? That was an old classic.
Yeah, I could see that.
He's just looking to help push out the waves.
Oh, big jump. Chance for a kill. They take him down. Coolman's dead, and now they've got Resolution caught here as well. V-Tune and NaVi, they're not done yet. Looking for more. Youngji is going to come back alive.
Oh, that's a lot of mines.
Oh, the mines. Oh, the mines. All right, they baited it. He's still living. V-Tune able to survive. So, I mean, I don't know. When you can kill heroes that quickly, there are some questions that need to be answered now from HellRaisers. How do you finish this game off?
60 minutes. 60 minutes. Just delay NaVi. We're getting the big items this game. I can feel it. They have too much annoying split push. Oh, no one. Saw some mines there. Got a little bit spooked. Has the gem too, so doesn't have to worry about like the super big traps. Oh, nice use of the orbs here. Okay, no one's looking good. He's farming up some mines.
Yeah, just what he needs to do.
He's in full panic mode right now.
You know, I used to play like sometimes Dota with like no sound on, and you can't do that against techies. The sound is like very vital.
Yeah, you will definitely lose if you do that. Oh, look at this sneaky smoke trying to catch heroes while the Luna's still dead.
Oh my god, they've got him. Zayat's in trouble. Zayat gets hit by the A-Blast. No one's still there beating away at him. Can they get the finish? It looks
dead,
like
baby.
they will.
Because he's level 18 from the Midas.
Dude, big stuff here. I mean, yeah, you've got a creep wave walking down mid. Techies has been mining so far way up front, and like heroes are dead for a while. You know, Techies has gone for 70 seconds with no buyback.
Yeah,
can they do something here?
Yeah, there's no contingency plan for like, oh, let's leave some mines in the waves for like pushing out, you know, just in case we need to split push a little bit, just because they had such a firm control. So 50 more seconds of no techies. I'm sure they know there's no high ground mines. At least they're definitely assuming it. But the best they can do now is try and retain and regain some vision over the map. I think that would be the best thing you have. We got 2 wards on Seneko. You have to find some pretty sneaky spots, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think even just shutting down a lot of the vision that HellRaisers had is like a huge win here. I don't know. This is
gem too. You've just been like running around throwing orbs, trying to find those wards that you're talking about. Look, it's a bait.
Right?
The slippers are sitting on a mine.
Just putting raindrops on it. That's great. I love that. You know, one thing that's pretty interesting is they're going to also deward the Roche pit here is, oh my god, that's a lot of mines. We were sort of wondering about that Witchblade and deciding to go for Veil instead on Puck. I guess part of the thing too is like the right-click build against Resolution. You know, you're going to get so many of those right clicks absorbed. So instead go for just like this burst play instead. It's kind of cool. I like it.
We also have a lot of illusions too, so like all the magic damage, just to try and like clear through those can be a little bit quicker and safer from a distance.
Right.
Fast split pushing too.
I don't know, man. The combo of like Lion playing against these illusions, the combo of AA now having both Shard and his Midas, and then also Philosopher's Stone. I'm starting to wonder if like a tide is turning here into the favor of the Naga Siren. Things are looking not too bad.
I think part of the problem is that it takes one good fight and HellRaisers just win. Because they don't have to worry about mines. They can just completely face rush down a lane and just be done. So that's where the patience is going to be key from NaVi, and that's the thing that's caused them to take a deficit in this game several times. Has just been getting a little bit too impatient or getting a little bit greedy on a couple of kills. So they've done a great job now of holding back a bit and getting this turned around. They just can't have one of those mistakes again. But at the same time, I do think they're still a little bit behind. So you have to find this like careful aggression and you know, what is the least risky but also necessary risky thing we need to do to get this game back in control around that next Roche.
Absolutely. And
That's
have they learned their
how you
lesson?
play Dota.
Right. True. Yeah. And it's a question now. Have they learned their lesson about what was going on here? Now, this is a pretty sneaky ward that's over here by Radiant, getting some vision of the Roche pit. And, I mean, if HellRaisers aren't careful, all right, they're getting the D ward now. They realize what's going on. And Yule Scepter lift up. No one. Pops the Minotaur horn, looking to get away. Does manage to escape for the moment. So that break is eventually going to connect, but FaZe shifts the damage and backs out. Now they know that there's a ward up here by HellRaisers as well, and we're getting sort of this back and forth battle around where third Roche is going to be, but it's still 2.5 minutes away.
And meanwhile, Zias is just sitting here, just like constantly throwing down some mines.
Yeah.
Gonna stack back up that torch spot in the Roche pit. As we get close to a possible fight here. Oh, he went for the big silence play.
But the spear back catches him. Broken. Phase shift, living for the moment. Can they find anything else afterwards? Zayat's low, V-Tune, broken. Can they chase down and kill this Naga? Song of the Siren comes out to separate things and to slow down this game for a moment. Phalanx still doing a bit of damage, but they're going to back out, reset, nobody dead.
They hit a hidden smoke. They're going to smoke after them? Zayats? Oh, man. Oh, no, he's just out of here. Okay. Not doing anything too crazy by the looks of it. He just picked that back up and ran as ally, so I wasn't sure for a moment.
Yeah.
Risky stuff here. Yeah, I know. We'll get out of there. Tries to get some D wards, but I'm just going to accept that there are some mines there and not waste their time on it.
Well, and this is also where, you know, Cool Man just trying to farm up towards bigger items, but also need to keep your eyes on these different waves and how quickly the stuff gets pushed out. Has a Daedalus done now on Cool Man, hoping to maybe find a kill onto Naga in the duration of that BKB or what have you.
I feel like that's not the most common Luna item.
No.
Can't say I've bought any Daedalus. I guess it's just like, it's essentially like, I want a rapier, but I don't want to accidentally lose.
Right.
You know, this is like the next best thing.
Ooh, and they're going to give Cool Man the bottle for the DD now. Snako in some trouble. He's going to get blown the hell up. Resolution drops that arena just to secure the kill. Does have buyback if they need it. And it's a long Roche, so he might actually be up by the time it's time to go.
I have definitely watched a lot of Techies games out of curiosity whenever it's like picked in pro games, and I've never seen such good use of the shard before as I have in this game by Zaya. It's like the stun is just so different than the instant silence because it makes it a lot easier for your allies to follow up when your whole draft is already centered around following up from disruption. So it's just natural to have like any sort of a quick stun can quickly be followed up upon by these heroes because they're already built for that during the draft. And even something like that AA is just a free pick by just jumping in and force stepping out. But now a free pick perhaps as well.
Oh no, Lil is there yet again to find the catch. They blow up Ramses. Now looking for more buybacks coming immediately. Good stun, long duration. V-Tune, he gets the BKB off though. Turns now on.
Got the
Luna trying to find the kill. Isn't enough? No, another disruption save. V-Tune gets blown the hell up. Lil is doing too much in this game. Got level 25 with the 2 charges of disruption. Now turning back onto Roger, the man that replaced him, ends his life as well. That's a dieback for the Axe, and with little time remaining, I mean, they might just think about going for more. DD Cool Man too much.
If only it's still healed for V2. This would have been so much nicer than the ensnare.
Yeah,
I feel like the turn could have been there. But yeah, that is a rough man. Lil again. Honestly, you can shut up pretty much everyone on the side of HellRaisers right now. But Lil has just been very consistent through this whole game. That's definitely the key word there. Just always getting the turnout plays and the saves, and I guess that comes back to just like the initiation tactics that they have on NaVi being. I mean, they have AoE, but it's not like massive AoE. Like the biggest one is Coil, you know. Call isn't really reliable. It's not Ravage.
Well, and it is the other big issue that we're seeing now as well is just like needing to find somebody to get on Lil in the back lines. We haven't really been able to see that as of yet. And I mean, one last hold here potentially is they're looking to go in on this one and try and take down the set of racks here. Resolution, no one catches. Young G, BKB out. Can they get anything else afterwards? The stun is there. No one is dead. Has buyback, has to use it immediately. Now the turn, can they find anything else? V-Tune stunned for a little bit. Koolman continuing to beat away at them there as they have the root. Koolman goes in, takes it down. Axe is back up in 17 seconds. Can they wait that long? Looking for the finish here. On to Mega Creeps. The Hex is out. Force Staff keeps him alive. Finger of Death still going to be saved. And Lil keeps Koolman alive yet again. Over and over again. They have been able to do it. HellRaisers hold on. They get Mega Creeps and tries to blow up Koolman there. Satanic popped as he backs away and looks to escape as it looks like they're finally going to slow down this pressure.
Yeah, it would feel really nice to just get this Aegis off and try and stop a potential throne push in the next few minutes, but not quite able to get it there. Did they just buy another gem, it looks like, as well here after no one's buyback? So, I mean, are we into the territory of just like YOLO down mid with a rapier or something on V-Tune?
I mean, that's what I would be feeling at this point. I mean, they're going down mid. We'll see. No one jumps in. Hex is there again. They find resolution. That's good. Okay.
Not there.
Lil not there. And Young G is also not there. Lil now trying to back away. Can they chase him down and find any more? Looking for the finish. Aeon Disc proc. Coil not quite on the mark. Oh, no one couldn't quite connect.
Shows how clutch he's been, though. Like, see how fast that guy died? Oh my god, that ulti. Yeah, see ya.
Oh, lordy. Roger gets got. They're able to get away from Zayats afterwards, but Koolman drops that ulti. Now it's scary.
Do you think he's a mind mover or a damage taker?
I think this game you go mind move.
I think he's a mind mover. I don't think Zayats is the kind of guy to go for the damage.
No.
Well, he might not get
Chase
a chance
now.
if his team ends the game in time.
V-Tune over there to the side yet again. There is going to be the breakdown onto the Naga Siren. Axe caught, Axe dead again. Just hasn't been a hero. Young G saved again by Lil. Koolman finding the double kill, trying to find more. V-Tune, can he get it off? No. They are constantly stopping the Naga from singing. V-Tune gets lifted again. All the illusions, they still find the right one, get themselves the easy peasy kill, no buyback, and that is going to do it. Techies, come into your pubs, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, right onto the throne. The last hope is no one, but I don't think he can stop all these creeps.
There's no way. It's over. GG is called. No GG yet from NaVi. They're a little bit upset, I think, about the situation. That was a tough game. HellRaisers showing that this year is still pretty good.
Oh, anything? I don't see anything. Did they not GG?
They didn't GG out. I didn't see anything.
Oh, all right, spicy. All right. Maybe I just have them muted from all those pubs that we totally play versus each other. That must be what it is. You know, I just so used to taking their MMR. So, yeah. That game looked really good for NaVi, and I can understand why you'd be feeling a little bit frustrated and tilted because there was a very short span where there were a lot of extremely important, like 100-0 blow-up kills from techies, and those are obviously the most frustrating ones to die to whenever you play Dota because it doesn't feel like Dota. It feels unfair. It's very frustrating. It makes me angry just thinking about those kind of games. It's actually the only reason anyone plays with Slacks is because it's less likely that the techies will be on the enemy team.
That's true. Well, I think a very impressive showing indeed from HellRaisers. We'll break it all down more in just a little bit here. We get back to the panel with the wonderful Dan as well. But HellRaisers take first blood in this series. Upper bracket. It's all happening. We'll be back in a few with the breakdown just after this.